Today I'm going to introduce a new tool to you called Snorkl. I've already logged in, so I'm going to show you what I have, which is the free account. The biggest thing you'll notice is that there's a limit of 20 activities, but if you delete one, or delete, in my case, two, I would go back to having a 20 count of activities. So the cool thing about this platform is that it will just give you a tour, and I tried a sample activity first, and that is what got me hooked. Let me show you why. I went in, and I am a math science teacher at heart, so the first thing I did was gas-filled balloons. I really love this for math and science opportunities, especially with this table. So it does provide instructions up here. The instructions can be read aloud. This is my response already that I did, but we can respond again. So we'll use a blank whiteboard this time. And then these tools up here are pretty consistent across all the platforms. It's just markup tools. You can underline, you can circle, what have you. But what this platform does that makes it so unique is that students can mark this up while explaining reasoning aloud, and that is graded all together by AI, and it provides feedback to them. So let's go ahead and give it something to assess real quick. We're going to record screen and voice. Okay, so it says Alice did an experiment that caused 4 balloons filled with gas, as shown in the figure to the right. She tested the flammability of each gas, measured the volume, mass, blah, blah, blah. Which, if any of the gases listed in the table could be the same? So visually, I'm like, oh, well, B and D, they look the same. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the table. Let's see, B. Well, that says no for flammability, but D says yes. So I guess it can't be those. All right, so we'll just erase that. And then, okay, let's look at just the table. Gas A has flammability and gas D has flammability. Gas A and D, okay. Their density, oh man, their density is like the same, but the volume is a little different. Well, the fact that the density is the same and they're both flammable, that makes me think that they could be the same. And I'm going to end it. Now, they can go back, they can redo it, etc. And now we'll submit. So it's uploading the response, and AI is going to grade it and provide time-marked feedback of the response. You'll be able to see a score, the student will be able to see the score, and the feedback can be provided in the student's native language, which is great for our DL learners. Okay, so in this instance, it went ahead and at 1 minute said that I was correct, and I got a 3 out of 4, so it was strong. At 1 minute, it said, great job identifying that gas A and D could be the same by comparing flammability. 23 seconds, I like how you tried using visual clues, then switched to the data table. That shows good thinking. And then it gives feedback on how it could be stronger. These can all be read aloud, and the native language can be changed based on the student profile. So that, I think, is pretty fabulous. Now, this is just the student mode. Okay, we'll go ahead and return to teacher and take a look at it from that perspective. So there is a library here full of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I really enjoyed how there's even a teach section for math, but being a math science teacher at heart, that's what really stands out to me is the purposes for math and science. We can look at 3rd grade math, lots and lots of ideas. Perimeter is something that they always need a little bit of extra help with. And then close that. I'm going to go back to home. You went ahead and created an activity when I was playing with this. And I know that iReady is a resource that we are all using at the moment. So I created an activity using iReady. We'll go to my library and I will show you that. So I went ahead and selected whiteboard recording because I want the students to explain their thinking out loud. You can do it so it's just a whiteboard only or audio only or even writing. but I did all of them. So let's go into the whiteboard itself. Again, I just like snipped from the screen from iReady. That was all I did. What are the 4 greatest numbers Mason can make using each digit only once? After identifying the 4 greatest numbers, explain your thinking and how you got your answer. I added this part, and then I said, done editing. Okay, there's other instructions, but I didn't feel that was necessary. And I said generate from question, just to tell AI how to provide feedback. And it came up with all of this. So it has all the answer criteria. There's more options available. So the student's default language, show correct, incorrect for students and teachers, or maybe just teacher only, or just not at all. And then you can adjust if it shows their score or not. And then you just assign to your class. When you assign it, so I picked this one, I'll say next. Because this is the free version, we don't have Snorkl Coach, but you could do a scheduled start, due date, a guest login so that they don't have to sign in with Google. And then collaboration would be like more kind of if you're looking for Socrative responses, they can go through and reply to others. I did not want that because I want their own thinking. So I go back, and then if you wanted, you could try it as a student just to make sure that you did it right. But that is what we have. So this is actually, I'm going to use a which one doesn't belong here in the next week because that is what we're studying right now is just cells in my GT class. So I went ahead and created this in Canva and then screenshot it and put it here. So again, all free. And then my students are going to do that for their hook, and AI will give them feedback. I will be able to see the feedback that's provided, and then I'll have a really good idea of what they know. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope I've inspired you to take a look into it. I see it being a really beneficial thing for all grades, all content, but especially math, science, and including data tables and charts, but also for practicing TELPAS. I think it'll be a really great resource for our students to practice reading aloud, responding verbally, and then having that instant feedback provided. I think that'll be great. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.